Today I'm actually in London at the WorldFirst partner event, and it's really, really nice to be here for the simple reason that we started partnering about 6 months ago with WorldFirst. WorldFirst is a global payment solution provider. It just very often goes handy or hand in hand together. When we do the sourcing, then of course the payment needs to be done. If you have a good solution for a global payment provider, well then why not talk about them, and let's hit record.
For us as a company, we help the factories in China to get the right buyers.
Yeah.
I think there is a lot of synergy in that area because we focus on the importers which have WorldFirst account and they make their payments to their suppliers globally. But when it comes to UK and Europe, which is the most important country which sources goods into UK and Europe?
Yeah. The answer is quite clear. It still is China.
Yeah.
We, or for ourselves now with our sourcing services, we now only do 40% of the sourcing in China. But
Wow.
imagine this as a single country.
Yeah.
One country is producing 40% of all the products that are being sold, and for example over here or in the US or wherever else our clients are.
Yeah.
But the other countries in Asia also very strongly coming up is Vietnam,
Yes.
Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia,
Yeah.
India, Pakistan, Bangladesh.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of sourcing also in South Korea, Japan.
Yeah.
But when you look at Europe, for example, it would be Turkey, Eastern, Southern Europe. When
Yes.
you want to sell, for example, you're in
Yeah.
Germany, you're selling in Germany or in Europe, and you want to
Yeah.
start selling in the UK
Yeah.
or in the US,
Yes.
how difficult is it to get a bank account?
WorldFirst allows to have over 15 currency local accounts. So if you are, let's say, a European buyer or a UK buyer, either which way, based in Germany or UK or Netherlands, wherever, and you have your clients in US.
In the US, for example.
In US. So your clients would pay you typically in US dollar.
Yeah.
In their currency, for example, just to naturally hedge.
Yeah.
We would provide to our clients in UK and Germany who open a WorldFirst account in Netherlands or anywhere in Europe, a multi-currency pay-in account. So they can collect multiple
Money,
currencies.
different currencies.
But that is not what is the secret sauce. The secret sauce, if you're collecting in US, we give you a local US account as if you are a local US customer. Yeah. So you get an account which is based in US. Yeah. When your buyer pays you the money, when you're collecting the money, because your buyer is based in US, he actually makes a local transfer to you in USD into a local USD account, which is instantly on your account as well.
And what I see here clearly as well is anybody who wants to expand and also go into other markets. Let's say you have your online shop, your web shop running on Shopify or wherever else in WordPress, and you're running and selling in Germany or in Europe, but all of a sudden you do want to sell in the US. The US clients, they will not want to pay into a EU bank account, for example, in Germany, overseas transfer. Holy cow, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
But imagine you would then start being able with like a click to say, okay, I have an account over there and I can sell in the US. And it's like, shipping may still take longer, of course, but you can receive it immediately and you become yourself accessible to the buyer's market over there because they can pay you.
Yes. Not just, when you have to expand your business, marketplace come very handy because being in one country in Germany, you can sell globally. Amazon, of course, is by large the largest marketplace, but we work with Amazon. We are amongst the top PSPs, but also we work with 100 plus other marketplaces.
One question I still had here in my notes is, now let's focus, still, of course, a lot of people are still buying from China. Now, where come the advantages in when we say we do want to, in Europe or in Germany or in the UK, pay the suppliers in China through WorldFirst?
I'll refer back to the same thing when I talked about three most paramount important things when it comes to payment. Being security, being the underlying fundamental piece. If you don't do it right, you don't need to have a business in this in money transfers, right? So security being assumed that we do, and everybody else in the market as well does it well. Price and the speed becomes the most important thing. So when it comes to payments to China, I bet, and for the viewers as well, if you're using a bank, a high street bank, to make your transfers to your suppliers in China, please do me a favor. Open a WorldFirst account. It's anyway free. We don't charge any minimums like banks would do, like monthly fee. We don't charge you for any collections of funds as well. If you open, after opening a WorldFirst account, if you decide to open add 15 local currency accounts, which we provide, you can do that completely free as well. You can collect the money as well. And once you have collected the money, in those accounts from your marketplaces, wherever you do the sales at, and you want to pay to China, yeah, let's say to your suppliers, or in Vietnam, or in Mexico, wherever, as opposed to using a bank, make one test transaction and check it out. Our fee is so competitive that potentially it'll be, being modest, it'll probably half the price with your bank. So that is one important piece, yeah, pricing. But that's a pricing, yeah. The second piece is the speed. When it comes to speed as well, there are two elements here. Either you're using a high street bank, let's say in Germany, because I took the example of Germany, German merchant. You have a high street bank in Germany, without getting into names, any bank. When you make a payment to your supplier, which probably has, let's say, a WorldFirst account or a Chinese bank account, this is two different banks or two different companies, exchanging money between each other. The chance of payment being done with because the security and the exchange of funds is of course monitored. So when the money flows from a German bank to a Chinese bank or even WorldFirst account, it just takes a bit of time, time for ensuring that all the checks are done in the process. But when that the same German company would use WorldFirst account, and in case your supplier also has a WorldFirst account, the transfer of the money, as I said, will not only be free, it will be immediate as well.
Yep.
I mean, you said that you not only look for one supplier, but over 30, so that the idea is about getting the right quality at the right price. How does that process look like, if you can talk briefly about it?
One of the WorldFirst clients, for example.
If you introduce it to one of our clients, how do you, explain them your proposition? If you have to explain it in like 1 or 2 minutes, what would it be?
Now, when you, for example, say you have your brand, you have your products, and you want to grow your portfolio, you want to find new products. So what we do is we go in and find the manufacturers, whether in China or that's what we're called, where does it say, somewhere here, global product sourcing. And we'll then look for the producers and negotiate the prices down. The target is why 30, so that we get a reasonable amount of quotations.
For their existing products, what they have, or you give them new products in their new SKUs?
First step, like you say, you maybe want to grow your portfolio for the new products.
Okay.
And for the other ones, for your existing portfolio, hold on, our laptop doesn't fall down.
We help to reduce purchasing cost and
question is, are your product costs too high?
Okay.
Not your belly too thick, but your product costs too high. So it means that when we look at usually the best sellers, and let's say you have your best sellers and they sell 5,000, 10,000, 50, 500,000 times in a year of a single product, then ask yourself the question, if you could save 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, $1, or maybe even $2 or $5 on every product, how much money would you save?
Huge, yeah.
So we call this
keeping the quality intact, keeping the quality intact or higher,
of course.
Or higher. Yeah, just like security for us. We don't talk about security because it's paramount and it's really well taken care of. Same, I think, for you as well. Quality is paramount.
Don't make any compromises.
No compromise on security on our side. Similarly, no compromise on the quality on your side.
Target is always same or better quality.
Yeah.
And then we go in and we target to find about 30 potential producers to resource that product. And then, of course, you can see if you have so many valid quotations, of course, you have the power to negotiate. And that's what most of the purchasing departments can't do. They don't have the time and the work for this. But this is where we just simply come in for new products or optimize the current purchasing. Sad thing for WorldFirst is there's going to be less money transferred because we reduce the purchasing cost. But it's a benefit for both of us. Look, us as partners together, we'll be helping to make sure that the purchasing cost is reduced, that you really get best prices for the products that you want to have in the needed quality. And you guys, I guess, help with, of course, security, safety, speed, and cost for international payment transactions.